What's up? It is your guy, MarcMyWords, coming back at you with another one, baby. Today we're going Q&A style. So I got a couple topics, a couple questions from some guys, and we want to get to them today. Give them some, some helpful advice. Make sure you comment in the comment section. It's good to get the advice from me. I'm very profound at this, all right? But people actually like to hear different comments from different perspectives, so they can, take the advice and, implement it into their own lives. All right, so it really helps when you guys comment, okay? So make sure you comment. Also, if you like the video, if you like the information that we're putting out, please subscribe to the channel and hit the like button, man. Lets me know that I'm doing the right thing here. Lets me know that I'm coming with the right information and that you guys are gaining value from it, all right? So I appreciate that. Now, we're going to get right into it today. We're not going to waste no time. So the first one is, I feel a little lost with my friend group. Seems like a lot of them are thriving with their finances, and I seem to be stuck. I have plans to make moves, but they haven't materialized yet. They often want to take trips and go places that I can't afford. It's making me feel really lost, and I don't know what to do. Now, very hard question, bro, because most of us have a friend group, right? A friend circle. And if you have the right friend circle or friend group, they are thriving with their finances and doing some good things in life, right? So that's a good thing. You're actually around a group of men who are excelling in their respective fields. So that's great. You're not there yet, okay? That's okay, though. Because, bro, as long as you're on your way, it'd be one thing if you're stuck in your job, you're not going to get a pay increase, your hours are terrible, you'll never make enough money to make ends meet or get above ends meeting, then that would be a problem. But if you're telling me things just haven't materialized yet, perhaps you started a new business and it hasn't taken off the way you wanted to. Perhaps you're in marketing and you're looking for new clients and you haven't gotten them yet, okay? That means you're on your way. As far as your friends taking trips and wanting to do things that you can't afford to do, there's two ways you can approach it. I mean, there's many ways you can approach it, but I'll just give you two examples. Number one, bro, be honest. Because remember, we always talk about honesty being huge with masculinity. You can't call yourself a masculine man, bro, if you're not honest. And being honest is not always fun, okay? So you got to tell your guys, hey, bro, I can't afford to go on this fishing trip. I can't afford to go to this game. I can't afford to go out of the country with y'all. I know we make it an annual thing, but I just can't do it right now. Some things haven't materialized for me. I'm working on a few things, but guess what? I'm just not there yet. And bro, if they're actually your friends, they will respect that. Any man who actually cares about you, bro, will respect that because they've all been there. Most of us didn't start out rich, bro. That's a very small percentage of men that started out wealthy. So they've all gone through times where they couldn't do everything they wanted to do. All right. So this won't be foreign to them. Now, number two, if you guys are a super tight knit group of guys, and let's just say it's going to cost everybody $1,000 to go on this trip. If they really fool with you like that, bro, they're going to say, yo, you know what? Don't even worry about it, bro. We got you. We got you. We're going to take care of all your expenses. We know you're trying to get somewhere in life, but we don't want to do this without you. Now, you got to be man enough to be able to say, you know what, guys, I appreciate that, and I'm going to go with you. Because, bro, you need to be around that stable group of friends. If they bring you positivity and good energy, bro, you need to be around them as much as possible. So if they're willing to, take care of your expenses, which a lot of times they will be, bro, you have to take them up on that offer. Because they're showing you that they care about you. You guys are going to have a good time, and you're going to feel a lot more inspired when you come home. So I would say in either of those scenarios, bro, you win. But honesty is always the best policy. And also, bro, it doesn't make sense to have a circle of friends or a friend group if you're not willing to allow these guys to support you. They have to be allowed to support you. So allowing them to support you is sometimes monetarily. And if they're going to do something for you just so you can go on a vacation, just so you could take a trip, go to a ball game, bro, you know that's valuable because experiences, most of them are invaluable. You can't go buy them anywhere. All right. So it's a great question. And it makes a lot of sense, man. If you are somebody like this guy going through a situation like this one, be sure to email me, man, coachmark22@gmail.com. I'll put your topic or question in a Q&A, and we'll get some different perspectives on it, man, give you some good advice, all right? Now, the next one. Can I forgive my wife for cheating? It was only one time, and our relationship wasn't going too well at the time. We were still together, though, and I was faithful. Is this something we can work through? Now, let's be honest, guys, because 99% of y'all going to be like, nah, Mark, nah, she cheated. It's over, my man. It's over. Get the divorce papers ready. In most cases, I would agree with that, okay? You just didn't really give enough details. You know what I'm saying? Because what if they were separated for a minute? He said the relationship wasn't going too well at the time. He was faithful. She wasn't. Also, too, let's consider this, fellas. Some of you guys are monogamous. Some of you guys are truly monogamous to the heart. To the core, you're monogamous. So no matter what, you're not sleeping with one person and then able to go out on a date with another. You cannot do that. You can't wrap your head around that. The reason why I'm saying this is because the relationship wasn't going too well to the point that she felt the need to go outside of it. That means the relationship was bad. But because you're monogamous, you couldn't see around the fact that you were still in the relationship. But a guy who's not all the way monogamous like that, or a guy who is monogamous only for this relationship, like when he's dating, he's not monogamous because he sleeps with different women at one time. He would have saw around that and said, yeah, well, this is going bad, and I think she might cheat. So this is probably time to call it quits or to find some other avenues because I can already tell this isn't going to go very well, right? So she cheated and you're considering it cheating. You called it cheating, which means you guys were in a relationship and you expected her to be monogamous. You might love her to the core, sir. She might be the mother of your children and she might be an awesome human being. You can't take women back after they cheat on you, bro. They don't respect you afterwards. I don't have the exact science to support it, bro. I just know it to be true. They don't respect you the same way. They don't look at you the same way. And whatever it was that she was looking for outside of you, bro, she'll go looking for it again. The averages tell you that she's going to go looking for that again. And so now what ends up happening is you will get back with her, end up overcompensating by doing a whole bunch of extra things for her, buying her extra stuff, working overtime so you can pay for vacations, being extra nice. And guess what happens, bro? She gets turned off. Again, I don't even know the exact science behind it, but I will say this. Women like a challenge. They like a thrill. And the problem that we have in a lot of these one-on-one situations is that you're there now. You committed. You don't stay out late at night anymore. You don't party like you used to. You don't sleep around with other girls. You become less of a challenge. Now, you have to understand there are some women that respect that and there are some women that don't. You might be with a woman who's gotten to a point where she no longer respects that. And if that's the case, bro, it's time to cut ties. I think when a woman cheats on you, bro, the relationship is over. That's my personal opinion. I think you're going to be better off to cut ties, deal with the loss, and start over with someone else. I really think that. There's nothing wrong with you being monogamous. There's nothing wrong with her going outside your relationship. That's what she felt like she wanted to do. But I just think when a woman gets to the point, bro, where she's willing to give her body to another man, when there is another man expecting her to remain faithful to him, that present relationship is over. That's my 2 cents on that, all right? But let us know how this works out for you, bro. So email me back and let me know how it works out. You can email me at coachmark22@gmail.com if you have a question or submission just like that one. Also, I will encourage you, bro, that if you have someone who might be going through a situation like one of the ones you heard on this Q&A, please share the episode with them. The advice that I'm able to give, plus the comments that are in the comment section, can lend for a lot of good insight for that guy. A lot of times guys need it, man. All right? So do that. Now, thirdly, my daughter's swim team has asked me to coach this season. I don't know much about swimming, and I don't think it would be of any value to the team. I know that volunteering is something I should take pride in, but this doesn't seem like a good fit for me. What do you think? Well, first of all, bro, I'm good to hear that your daughter's involved in swimming. Our kids are 10 times better, bro, when they're involved in team athletics. Right? They learn how to deal with teammates. They learn how to deal with people on a daily basis. They learn how to deal with coaches. They learn how to Obviously, the exercise component of it is invaluable, but wins, losses, practice, schedules, all those things are what build up our young people. So that's great to hear that she's on the swim team. Now, they want you to volunteer and coach. And obviously, you know the importance of being a volunteer as far as your masculinity is concerned. I talk about this in the book on masculinity, bro. You have to find a way to volunteer. That might be giving $10 a week to the Boys and Girls Club in your area. That might be all you can spare, and you might not have any time to lend, but you do that, okay? So what I always advise men to do is volunteer at some level, doing something all the time. Some level, doing something all the time. Now it's a swim team. And if you don't feel comfortable coaching, you go to that coach and say, listen, I'm not well versed in this swim thing. I've never been on a swim team. I don't always know the rules. I just come watch my daughter, support my daughter. But I am willing to do this. I am willing to sponsor some t-shirts for the girls. I'm willing to sponsor some before meet meals or after meet meals, right? They got to eat sometimes. I'm willing to sponsor that. How about a party at the end of the year I'm willing to do? Or if you guys just need me to keep the books, keep the stats, I could probably do that. You just got to teach me how to. I don't really know how to, but you could teach me. So what we see is that a lot of times guys think that we have to go 100%, oh, I'm a coach, or do nothing. There's a lot of gray area in there, bro. So when you lend your services, even if it's stat keeping, that helps a coach a lot. Anybody who's a halfway decent coach, bro, in any sport, you need someone to tell you, oh, this is what we did, this is what we didn't do, this is where we succeeded, this is where we failed. So even if you just keep stats, but that's huge, huge. And it might morph into you actually talking to each young lady about their times and being able to give them some, hey, listen, seems like when you get to practice a little earlier, you're a little bit more flexible and your times reflect with that. And it could just be that, bro. But understand that if there's 10 girls, if there's 20 girls, if there's 30 girls, not only are you giving yourself, you're giving your time to all of these young ladies at one time, you're also showing your daughter what a real man looks like. And that speaks volumes. You're showing your daughter what a real man looks like. So when she starts to date and starts to look for a mate to be in a long-term relationship, bro, she's going to look back at what you were doing. You never know, bro. She might say, this guy appealed to me because he reminded me of you and how you coached my swim team, how you just took stats, how you just bought us new towels. Could just be that, bro. So you're on the right path by just being involved with the volunteer work in the first place. But just because you don't know much about a sport doesn't mean you can't lend a helping hand. Do something. And if it's just a little bit of something, then it's just a little bit of something, and that's all you can do. All right. Now that was a great notion, bro. And we need more volunteers in the world, especially with our youth. Guys, we have to be honest with ourselves and understand that the example that you show your children is what they are going to look for or aspire to be when they are of age. That's just that. All right. You are their example. Now, number 4 today. I think this is the final one today, actually. I'm having a hard time balancing my spirituality with a lot of my habits. I'm single and dating right now. I still go to bars and lounges, which includes me drinking and smoking at times. Also, I have casual sex with a few young ladies, so I feel like that is going against what I should be doing as well. I guess my question is, how can I be single, young, and date and still be rooted in my spirituality at the same time? That is a heavy one. That is a heavy one. Now, spirituality, very important. So let's just be clear. Anytime you're talking about being rooted in your spirituality, bro, you are winning. You understand me? Anytime you are praying, anytime you're meditating, anytime you're reading out of a holy book, anytime you're attending some type of group, temple, church, mosque, you are winning. So, bro, you're on the right path. And you've also identified that you want to be rooted in your spirituality and be on the walk, because you know a lot of guys, they'll go to church every Sunday. That's cool. But when they leave church till the time they come back, they don't do anything that has anything to do with that spirituality or that religion. So you want to be able to be on your walk, right? So you mentioned 2 main things. You mentioned the fact that you still go to bars and clubs and lounges, right? And that includes drinking, smoking hookah, or whatever it is that you do, okay? Anything that you do in life, bro, you have to ask yourself, are there 3 ways that this helps me advance in life? 3 ways. The drinking, the smoking, the going out to lounges, bars, clubs. Can I name 3 things that I benefit from in a positive manner from doing any of these things? And bro, only you know that. Most of the time, especially when it comes to the vices, you will see that there are not 3 things that you can benefit from. Maybe 1. And it's funny. It's fun. That's normally what runs consecutive with all these vices, bro. Gambling, strip clubs, the bars. Oh, it's fun. Well, that's cool, but that's only 1. That's only 1. And we got to be honest, you don't have to do that to get to the fun. Okay? You can have fun doing a lot of things. So, if you're doing some things that you see don't really align with your spirituality and they're not bringing you 3 positives, brother, then you know it's time to dial back and or cut them off. Dial back and or cut them off completely. Because, bro, they probably get in the way of your spirituality. I don't know too many people who drink and then pray. I don't know too many people who smoke hookah and then go to church. I don't know too many people who hang out till 3, 4 a.m. at the strip club and then they want to get up and worship on Sunday morning. So, brother, I think you know the answer. But my advice would be you literally write them down. Write down the things you like to do on the weekends or whatever. 3 positives. If you can't come up with 3 positives, put an X by that and stop doing it because it's not going to help you. Now, you talked about being single and dating. And you like to have sex. You're a young man. All right. You like being around women. Obviously, some of those women are attractive. You guys have connections. You end up having sex. There's nothing wrong with that. All right. You're casually dating. Okay. And you're wondering how you can stay rooted in your spirituality and still date. Okay. Now, depending on the religion that you subscribe to, right? A lot of them do not promote single casual sex. But, bro, you might be on your purpose right now and be single for 3 years. What you gonna do? You gonna be celibate for 3 years? Bro, if you got your body right, if your health is on point, if your money's right, if you're on your mission, you building a business perhaps, if you handsome, bro, you not having sex probably ain't gonna happen. So I'm not gonna sit there and tell you that. What I will tell you is the women that you're dating, can you see yourself being with them? Right? That's the number 1 question. Number 2, do they add to your level of spirituality? Do they add to your level of spirituality? Because there are some girls that you're with that you would not take them to a church. You wouldn't even ask them because they don't pray. There are some women that we date that we just like them for what they can do in the bedroom, bro. And we would never ask them if they read out of a holy book or not. So if these women don't align with a lot of the things that you're trying to do in your spirituality, bro, you probably shouldn't be sleeping with them. See, what we'll do is just tell somebody just have casual sex. And we won't say, but they should be of this caliber or that caliber, or you should feel this type of way about them. Bro, I'm encouraging you to go ahead and have fun and live your life. You're probably a young man. But I will tell you it's a waste of time if you're dealing with a bunch of people that don't align with some of the things that you're trying to accomplish in life, bro. If you're trying to become a baseball player, I don't know how much time you should spend outside playing pickup basketball. Seems like it makes more sense to go to the batting cage, my boy. So when you're dating these women, you're going to end up having sex with them. That's cool. Be safe about it, right? And also be honest with these women about your position with them. Hey, we're just dating. We're having a good time. If this turns into something long-term, cool, we'll talk about it. If not, let's just enjoy each other's time. But, bro, if you're trying to stop being in the bars, the lounges, the clubs, drinking, smoking hookah, you should not be sleeping with women who do that. And normally, if you try to date and sleep with women who align with you spiritually, bro, they will keep you from doing those things. You see how they go hand in hand? And then they will keep you from declining with your spirituality because you want to move forward with your spirituality, bro. You want to get better. You want to get better at learning. You want to get better at praying. You want to get better at just walking how you're supposed to walk, right? So You sleeping with people who don't walk in that same path, it's not going to help you get any closer to where you want to be. All right. That's my advice to you. Now, you might be this guy, right? You might be this guy who is dealing with spiritual issues. You might be a guy that's dealing with sexual issues. You might be a guy that's dealing with dating issues, right? And you're past the point of just asking a question and getting an answer. You need some one-on-one attention. If that is the case, go down in the description, book a call with me, bro. We'll get on a Zoom. We'll get on a one-on-one. We'll try to figure out if we need to establish a relationship, right? Once a week, twice a month, once a month, right? Maybe we don't. Maybe you need to be hooked up with a religious group in your area, right? A temple, a mosque, a church. Maybe you need a trainer. Maybe you need a sex therapist online, whatever the case is. Maybe we're not a right fit, but I can hook you up and connect you with some resources that can help you get to where you need to be. So go down in the description, bro, book a call. Now, we are here to get better. Every time you come on this channel and watch a video, bro, you should leave a video feeling like I got a little bit better today. Now, it should either impact you and tell you some things you can do better in your life, or you should be able to help one of your friends or one of your coworkers or one of the guys you hang around, help them get better. Okay? That's all we're on this channel to do, bro. And that's all it's ever going to be. We're just trying to become better versions of the self that we were before. A lot of us middle-aged guys, bro, we're just trying to give you game so that you don't make mistakes and waste time like we did. Normally, if you find a guy that's over 40 and you say, hey, Mr. Jones, what you wish you'd have done differently in your 20s? Well, that boy got a list for you. You understand me? He got a list of things for you. So when we come to you and talk to you, young men, you know what I mean, or even men our age, hey, listen, bro, I might have been through something that you didn't go through yet, but you might be about to go through it. I'm trying to keep you from that. That's why we come on here, because we're trying to be better. And in being better, that means making the guys around you better. That's all we're doing, all right? So I thank you for tuning in to today's Q&A. We're going to keep going, baby. Make sure you email me, coachmark22@gmail.com. Give me your submission, bro. I'll keep you anonymous. We'll put it up and see what everybody thinks, all right? So I appreciate you for tuning in with your boy. It has been a pleasure, as always. I'll be back at you on the flip side, homie.